Being recorded.
Full disclosure, spoiler alert, this is going to be a rant. Because I've had it. I really have. I've had it with hypocrites that have demeaned Israel for protecting itself. Israel was attacked. People slaughtered. They were murdered, unarmed, by ruthless guerrillas that came in with arms. And Israel protected itself. They did their best to make sure that only combatants, who, by the way, were not in uniform, no visible signs of rank or brigade or unit, they did their best to weed them out. They were careful to find the hostages that they had taken. And the world accused Israel of genocide. Fast forward to now. There is a genocide going on in Iran. People are protesting against their government. I don't know that they want the regime to be overthrown as much as they want freedom. Now, the Iranian people, from what I understand, from what I've seen, are very pro-Western. Doesn't mean they want to give up their heritage. Remember, Iran is where Persia used to be. And they have the legacy of Persia, which is a very rich culture. And the Iranian people are proud of that culture. But the Iranian regime is squashing it, and there have been reports that thousands have been killed and executed. And where's the outrage? Where is the outrage? I know where some of the outrage is. Some of the outrage are Jews in Israel calling for people to intervene and save the Iranian people. And by the way, this is not new. I have seen Facebook groups going back 5-10 years that sought to make peace with the Iranian people. But where's all the people that tried to hold Israel accountable for imaginary crimes? I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see people protesting Russia and their attack on Ukraine. And Russia truly has been bombing hospitals and schools. Anything they could do, and the Ukrainian people have had the courage to stand up. Now, I don't know if what I'm saying is political. I think of it as humanitarian. I do. Because as Jews, somebody asked me, why are Jews so liberal? And they started quoting parties, which I'm not going to get into because I believe I'm apolitical. I don't subscribe to a political party, no will. Okay? Both of them have the good points. Both of them have or all of them have the good points. All of them have their bad points. I'm not going to preach that. But I said because Jews look at humanity, and it goes all the way back to the Torah. It goes to God giving us the Ten Commandments. He gave it to us because our forefathers, our patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, recognized the idea of divine justice, recognized the one true God. The model of what we now call Judaism, Abraham. God sends 3 messengers. And they say, well, we're going to wipe out Sodom and Gomorrah for their evil. And Abraham came to their aid. He stood up for them. He said, God, what if we can find 50 righteous people? Will you destroy those 5 cities? There were 5. Sodom, Gomorrah, Zohar, and a few others. I never can remember their names. Will you destroy those cities if we can find 50 righteous people? God said, no, I will spare. Whoa, wait a minute. What about 45? What about 50 minus 5? What about 45? God said no. 45, oh, well, as long as we're on a roll here, what about 40? Got him down to 10. 10 people amongst all 5 cities, God said, I will spare those cities. Abraham looked at justice. In our Torah portions, we are coming to Michamocha Ba'elim Adonai. Who is like you, O Lord, among the mighty? Who is like you in holiness? the song at the sea. After God wiped out the Egyptians who had no other thought on their mind than destroying Israel. He opened the sea, hardened the ground so Israel could walk through, held the Egyptian special forces, 600 chariots at bay with the pillar of cloud, pillar of fire. Once Israel walked through in safety, Pharaoh told his arms to march into the sea. When they were all in, God closed up the sea. Spared Israel. Spared Israel. Spared us so he could give us the 10 declarations. I am the Lord your God. You have no gods in front of before me. Do not take my name in vain. Honor Shabbat. Honor your parents. Don't lie. Don't cheat. Don't steal. Don't gossip. Don't want something that somebody else has unless you're willing to work for it. Big deal. Big deal back then. Still is a big deal. Because Israel is founded on justice. We hate to see people suffer. That is why, as soon as the 10 commandments are given, the next set of commandments, and they keep coming today, it's keep coming, folks, is justice for people on the lowest rung of society, slaves and indentured servants. Slaves are considered to be possessions. You do what you want. They're like chattel. Treat them how you might, they are your possession. Just like this book is a possession. Just like this guitar is a possession. God said no. Israel, show the world that people are people. That you have to respect people. No matter what their level of socioeconomic position is in society. Respect everybody. And Israel said, okay. Israel said, we will do and we will hear. They committed to it before they even heard it. That's who we are. So when we see our brothers and sisters in the world suffering, whether they're in Iran, whether they're in Ukraine, whether they are the Uyghur Muslims in China, civilians in Syria, civilians in North Korea, the oppressed in China, our hearts go out to them because that's who we are. That's who we are. And God said, I have chosen you because you have acceded to make a covenant with me. I'm choosing you because you chose me. It is a two-way relationship. Make no mistake. We agreed. And God holds us to that agreement. And we have to make God proud every day by respecting our fellow people. So while the rest of the world is ignoring the plight of the unfortunate and the downtrodden, we as Jews, our hearts go out to them. And not just Jews. There are very righteous people out there in the world that also feel their pain. We do not have a monopoly on suffering. Others have suffered. Others see the plight. And they feel their grief the same way we do. We all feel it together. So it's important we stand up. We have to speak out. All us people who care for the downtrodden, the oppressed, and the persecuted. It's up to all of us, no matter what your creed, your skin color, your heritage is, your origins. We all have to stand up for the oppressed. That is the message. And that is what Torah is teaching us. That is what God wants us to do. So remember that. And we will succeed. We will prevail. Because good always prevails. Why? Subject of another sermon. It might take a while. Who knows?